Hi, this is Alexandra, also known as Alex, and
Hey, it's Amani, and this is my best friend's a vampire.
Yes, this is our YouTube show, the second episode, and this is Kari, Amani's little sister. She'll be entertaining people in the background, I suppose, but it's short attention spans. And once again, since I'm a vampire, I'll be answering questions.
Yeah, and you guys can send in questions, anything
Yes.
you want to know about vampires or other creatures or like anything.
Yes. Yeah.
She knows everything.
Or Heather. Heather works too.
Oh yeah, send your questions to Heather too. She's
but
awesome.
You know, sometimes she has so many fans, she gets busy. So there's us too.
If you can't get to Heather, reach us.
Yes.
Okay, first question: what other mythical creatures are there?
What other mythical creatures are there? Well, it's specifically against our night creature rules to tell about other night creatures, especially if they don't want it. But since you are my friend and I care about you so much, I will. There are werewolves. There are shapeshifters who, to me, I feel like are like werewolves, except for they don't have to do with the moon and they shape into just one creature. So that's pretty much like a werewolf. I call them werepeople, but they get very angry about that. Then there's witches, and I'm not talking about the new age type of people who run around in fairy outfits calling themselves witches, no. And then there are the fairy folk, and people don't understand me when I say that. The fairy folk are like, they're fairies, elves, and other like horned creatures that would be strange if you ever saw them, unless you had the sight. Of course, you can't usually see them if you're human. If you don't know what they are, read a Holly Black book. She does a very good description.
Cool. Alright, question number 2. Do you watch True Blood, and what is your opinion on that show?
I watch True Blood, and I think that's a great show, and I think everyone should watch it, but it does have some things that aren't true about vampires, but it's still a very good show. And also, vampires aren't horny monkeys like they make in the show. I'm just telling you that now. Although we do get a little turned on by blood, so it's just called a little bit of excitement, okay? Just excited.
Now some guys are gonna come up to you and be like,
I wouldn't mind that.
Okay, do you like, love, hate, or despise Twilight?
Twilight. That is the discussion for every vampire and teenage girl of America, and probably other places in the world too, considering. I actually did read all the books, and I was one of the first people who read the first book when it came out, not one of the new fans who liked it after
Why
the
you gotta
movie.
diss me like that?
Anyways, new fans who watched the movie and just fell in love with it. Because there's so many things wrong with it, and it's just like a long, drawn-out love story. I mean, it's not like you didn't know they were going to end up together. I mean, Edward and Bella, come on now. I mean, the most surprising part was probably Renesmee or whatever her name is. Renesmee. And if you guys, I'm sorry for you Twilight fans, I'm not trying to make you angry, but come on now, sparkling vampires, vegetarian vampires, there's no such thing as a vegetarian vampire. I mean, unless you want to kill yourself.
Yeah, can't you like only survive on human blood? You can't eat animal blood, it's not
Well,
good
we
for you.
can eat animal blood, but human blood is more nutritious, more vitamin value.
It's like a human, like, only eating something not healthy or something. I don't know.
Okay, let's go to the next question.
Okay, next question. Number 4. Who else in your family is a vampire?
My entire family's a vampire. Sometimes I wonder about my brother. And I think he might have been adopted. Yeah.
Okay, and were you born a vampire or did you get bit?
I was born a vampire.
Cool.
And vampires that are born, for people who don't know, can choose when they age and such, or to stop aging and all that. So it's one of our special gifts. Like, you've seen Heather? 600 years old. I'm telling you, she looks real good for 600.
She does.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Can you eat regular food?
Yes, I can eat regular food. I mean, it doesn't really have a lot of nutritional values for us, but, you know, and it's fun every once in a while.
Okay. Are there a lot of vampires in your town?
In our town? Well, California is one of those places. More like San Fran. Maybe. I don't know. There's some. A lot of vampires don't choose to stay in a teenage body for a long time, so they're probably like adults.
Man, I'd stay in a teenage body. I love being a teenager. It's awesome.
Okay, you do that for 1,000 years and then tell me how you feel about it.
Okay, do you go to school with any vampires?
Do we go to school with any vampires, considering? Well, since I'm new to your school, which I will find out about, I don't know yet, but, I've seen a
Well, I
couple.
mean your previous school, though.
Previous school? You run into a few in there. A lot of vampires, they don't do public school unless they want to test out some humans, you know, get to meet the humans, see what it's like. Most of the time, they just go to academies and prep schools that cost like $1 trillion to get
Vampires?
into. Yes, they do.
Did you have any vampire friends?
Do I have any vampire
Is
friends?
House of Night a good school?
This House of Night. Come on, give me one question at a time. I'm not Superwoman here. I mean, I might have her powers, but I'm not Superwoman.
Do you have any vampire friends?
Is that question really bothering you?
Kari wants to ask some questions.
Well, a lot of vampires, some like America. Well, I think a lot like the hometown in, you know, Romania. So, I have a couple. Mostly we only get together on, once a year on our little solstice and have a little blood bath. Don't ask. So yeah,
What?
mostly I just see family. I mean, well, I could have another friend. Would you like to be? Well, maybe not yet. Oh, okay. We'll talk about it down the line.